Hey guys! Today we're going to be doing another new products I've tried for the month of November. I did not try out very many products at all last month, but I do have a few things to share, and I thought I would go ahead and just, pop in the overview of the Sigma Enlight collection, since this video will most likely go up around the time it launches, this whole collection launches, and that is going to be the bulk of the video. Let's start with the other items first, since I don't have too many, and then we'll go into the Sigma collection. So I was at Target looking for my trusty Sonia Kashuk eye makeup remover because I've run out of it, and that's just my absolute favorite, but they didn't have any. Target ran out, so apparently other people love that eye makeup remover too. So I saw this Almay Longwear and Waterproof Gentle Eye Makeup Remover. It just takes a lot of effort to fully remove everything. When I wash my face after I've used this, I feel like there's like some residue left on my eyes, and when it gets into my eyes, it stings them a little bit. So, not my favorite here. I guess this is kind of a miss. And this one, I know you guys have been seeing me, mention this or use this in my previous videos. It's just the Wet n Wild Fergie Primer, the eyeshadow primer. It is just a nude, neutral color. I know I mentioned with the shimmer one, I felt like the shimmer one just gets all over the place, but I really, really like this one. And I just can't rave about this one enough. I highly recommend that one. And then these Maybelline Elixir, I believe they're called. Yeah, they're called the Elixir lip glosses. I saw these at Target, and they just looked so enticing. Like the ad and everything, the model in the ad looked like she had really pigmented, juicy lips. I'm actually not a huge gloss girl, since a lot of the times most glosses just end up looking like a tint or a clear gloss on me. The wand is very interesting. It is not your typical doe foot one. It has like little ridges on it. And as far as the pigmentation goes, I found that this lighter shade, this is the shade Petal Plush, showed up better on my lips, and I was actually pleased with the pigmentation of this. And then this shade is Raspberry Rhapsody, which I was hoping would be really just as rich and pigmented as you see it here. On my lips, it actually just sort of looks more like a tint. So if you spread it out, it's kind of sheer. Another thing I have to mention about these is that it has an interesting smell. I was looking at reviews on these, and it didn't seem like too many people mentioned the scent or were bothered by it, so I don't know if it's just me, but I'm not crazy about how it smells or how it tastes. If you've tried these, let me know what you think about the scent. If you have watched my, my last holiday look, I did my holiday look #1 using the Urban Decay Vice 2 palette. My cousin got it for me as a gift, and I love it. The shades are all amazing. I think, if anything, I kind of wish there was a light highlight shade, something lighter than Dope, because this is more like a beige. And then it's almost as if they have 3 blacks, so those could have been replaced with a more unique color. Even though Poison and Smoke Out, they have the slightest tint. They're not a true black. It's almost hard to tell on the eyes though. But overall, I am really, really happy with this palette. Okay, now onto the Sigma Enlight collection. So you get 3 glosses. I believe this is the first time Sigma has ever come out with glosses. You get an eyeshadow palette, 3 eyeshadow bases, 3 eye pencils, 3 blush products, and 3 brushes. So let's go ahead and dissect this. Let's start with the glosses. You have it in the shade Tint, Tranquil, and Hint. And it actually says the shades right up front too, as well as at the bottom. So I thought that was kind of different. If you open them up, they have a very thin synthetic lip brush, is what, how I would describe it, which I was, kind of unsure at first, but the more I used it, the more I liked it, because I felt like I could be very precise as to how I apply it at the edges, just like you would use a lip brush for. This one does show up since it's lighter, but I'm not crazy about this shade. This is the Hint shade. It ends up looking a little bit pale and ghastly on me. Not the most flattering shade, but it could just be on my complexion. And then for the eyeshadow bases, you get it in the shade Neutralize, Composed, which is the one I'm actually wearing today, and Awake. And they're just cream bases that you can apply right before you apply your eyeshadow, your powdered eyeshadows. And then there are 3 eyeliner pencils, one in Eclipse, Vintage, and Nutmeg. So you have a black brown and sort of a shimmery rich brown. These definitely are a bit more stiff than their other eyeliners. I like their other ones more, Boost, their black liner, the one that glides on. That's just still my favorite liner from them. So I kind of wonder why they didn't just go with those. I think maybe they were trying to come up with new pencils and with a different formula, but I definitely prefer Boost over this black one. Okay, the cheek products I absolutely adore. I have all three of them on today. I've been wearing these actually all week because I really, really love them. So this shade right here in Mellow is a great contour shade. It doesn't look muddy on. I really love how they feel. They just have this nice like velvety feel. So I think they blend really nicely. Just the quality of these are great. I'm really, really happy with these. This is a great, just like natural blush color that you can wear every day, like I have been. This one's in Serene. I love that. And then the highlight has a very slight pinkish tone to it, which I think is very pretty. And before I get to the eyeshadow palette, real quick, we also have 3 brushes. So we have a domed utility brush. It's just like a stiff dome brush. And then we have a medium sweeper, which I really like. It's a little bit denser, even though it looks fluffy, but you can use it as like a flat shader brush and you can also lightly blend with it. So I really like that brush. And then this one is the wide shader, which is perfect. I've been loving using this as like a highlight and as something to blend out the edges right here. I did kind of intentionally save the best for last, which would be the eyeshadow palette. You can see the different shades and what their names are on the back. So I'll just read them real quick. Oyster Sand, Sugar Milk, Mild Mannered, Dove, Fawn, Cinnamon, Russet, Balanced, Cozy, Innocent, Optimistic, and Warm Stone. And then if you open up the palette, you can see that there's a full-sized mirror and these nice warm neutral shades. I am wearing shadows from this palette today on my eyes, and let me tell you guys, I have been really impressed with this palette. I don't know what it is. I feel like the formula of these shadows are different from their other shadows, so I'm curious to find out if they changed it up. I'm thinking that they did because these shadows are so pigmented and they're just rich and long wearing. I sometimes feel like, oh crap, like I have to be careful with how much I put on the brush because it just ends up being so pigmented. These matte shades, you really don't even have to grab much at all to have it show up on your lids. They're excellent, excellent quality. I'm so excited about this. I'm planning to bring this to travel with me this weekend. The shades are spot on. They're so flattering and easy to wear. I love the blush and the contour and the highlight. That's why I'm bringing those up. If they continue creating their powdered products like this, I just think Sigma has a lot of exciting things to come. I just thought I would share that collection. I also did reach out to Sigma to ask if they could sponsor one of my giveaways because I really would love for one of you guys to try out this whole collection, and they said they would. So if you guys would be interested in receiving an entire Enlight collection to try out for yourself, just leave the word Enlight down below in your comment and you can enter as many times as you want. I will have the giveaway open for a week and then I will contact the winner on YouTube personally. So in a week, do keep an eye out on my Facebook, Twitter, if I do make mention that I've contacted the winners to see if you won. That would be the products that I've tried out for the month of November. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please do give a thumbs up if you liked the video, and do check me out on Instagram, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!